Hello everyone, it's Gojira Prime here, and today we are going to be going over the schedule for Tfnation 2026. And as I am taking the minicon with me, she wants to sit in on this one. Say hello, Lily.
Hi.
Right, so we're going to go through the various panels that are listed here that you can probably see on screen. So I'm going to go through Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm not actually going to be attending on the Friday because we don't have Friday tickets.
Yeah, we mostly go in the afternoon.
Yep, so we're going to be getting there Friday night, Friday afternoon at some point, and then we're there for the Saturday and Sunday. So just to quickly go through on the Friday. So at 10:50, the panel room opens.
Yes.
We won't be there for that.
Yeah, we'll only be there for the like 9 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
No, in the afternoon.
Then it's a meet the team.
Yes.
Which is a chance to say hello to some of the crew before we roll out the weekend's entertainment.
I want to read these. I'm going to read the you read the time and I'll read.
Okay. So ConstructorCon Part 1 at 11:30.
Los Angeles, Dublin, and I can't read that.
Torquay.
10 years on, the TFN guest list is a real international affair. Hear from some of our long-standing talent support team members as they take you along for the ride and on the appearance journey from idea to stage.
So I'm guessing that's just looking back at the last 10 years of TFN. Then we have a noon session, which has not yet been announced yet. Then we have Earth Wars.
It has been 10 incredible years since Transformers Earth Wars. The Wars first dropped onto tablets and mobile devices across the globe. In that time, the game has unleashed hundreds of playable characters spanning every era of the Transformers universe. Now join us as we sit down with the legendary writer Simon Furman to explore the secrets behind the game's enduring success and get a rare behind-the-scenes look at what it really takes to craft a video game story over an entire decade.
Just for the record, you reading this for this video does not count as your homework.
I wish it did.
Okay, then if you do have the Legends tickets for this year,
Darren Norris.
At 1:30, they are doing the Legends experience with Darren Norris. Then at 2 p.m., we have TF Raw.
I have no idea what that means. Some collect comics, some collect toys. Andy collects media and friends. What collection it is.
So we welcome TF Raw's own Andy to the stage to take us through his extensive archive of material. Maybe you'll get to see something you've never seen before or learn something about the history of Transformers you never know. I have to be honest, I always really enjoy these panels where people do bring forward things like documents and stuff like that in regard to Transformers, because it really does give you an insight into just how weird some things we're going to get and how much of a struggle it was to get some things done. So looking forward to that. Then you have the Legend experience at 3 p.m. for Vince DiCola. And then at 3 p.m., another panel, which is a history of animation.
From pencils to pixels, comic book creator and TFnation's own Chris Carter looks at how Transformers cartoons have been animated. Yes, including that animated over the life. And also, I have no idea over the life of the franchise.
He's making a joke there about Transformers animated.
Yeah.
Then at 4 p.m., we have Triple Takeover, a TFnation invasion. You want to read that, Lils?
TFnation is once again joined by
Sixo,
Liam, and Swags.
J Swags.
For a very special event, live edition of the Triple Takeover Toycast.
So, yeah, if you are a fan of the Triple Takeover Toycast, I have to admit I've never actually listened to any of these, much to my eternal shame. You get a chance to participate in a live version of the show, so I'm sure a lot of people will enjoy that. Then there's a break, and at 6 p.m. we have, yes, also known as the Brain Melting Quest. So, there you go.
Spreading the wisdom, Spreading the wisdom of the ancients, IDW historian and Transformers the Basic YouTuber Chris McFeely will be testing your Transformers knowledge to the absolute limits. Returning to its original Friday evening showcase role, will you survive the Matrix test?
So if you want to have your brain melted by Chris McFeely and his questions, this is definitely the event for you.
Yeah.
I think one of the reasons they've moved it back to the Friday night is because there is just so much that is going on the Saturday night for the ClubCon, and obviously there is the big concert that's going on as well.
And also cosplay.
Yep. And then we have TF Transformers the movie Ladybird.
Beyond good. Actually, that about sums it up. Tfnation's and Andrew Turnbull provides you with a rendition of a cinema classic in a way you've never experienced before. And then at 7:40...
I'm meant to be reading the titles, not you. So 7:40 p.m. Slam Dance, the 1986 edition. Go on, Liz.
In this epic lip sync event, cosplayers wearing human-inspired outfits will take to the TFN stage not just to parade, but to battle their way through some classics of the Transformers, the movie soundtrack.
So that actually sounds like it could be a good laugh, actually. I have to be honest.
I don't get what it means, though.
So basically, it's a lip-syncing contest. So instead of actually singing the songs, they lip-sync to them and do a performance.
I don't get it.
Don't worry about it. And then we have Transformers the Movie Legacy at 8:30.
1986's... I didn't get my say. The Transformers the movie...
I was 4 then. 4.
The movie is widely regarded as the most iconic and influential chapter in Transformers history. It destroyed childhoods and became a cult classic and reshaped the franchise forever. Now, as it celebrates its 40th anniversary, we honor its unforgettable legacy, both personally and culturally. Yeah, I can say that. Alongside some familiar faces, including historians Jim Sorensen, Chris McFeely, and James Roberts.
Very good.
Let's find out who cried when Prime died. Spoilers.
Everyone. Then at 9 p.m. the registration closes, and then at 9:30 p.m. movie night.
I don't get why they do that though.
Well, they just, it's nice to get everyone together to watch a Transformers film. Now I don't have movie ticket the Friday night pass, so we won't be able to do this.
Sometimes you just
well, they're going to be watching Transformers the movie, I think. So I think we can skip this little bit.
I think I've watched that with you before.
Yeah, we'll be watching it again soon.
Panel room closes.
Yeah, and then the panel room closes. Then on to...
Panel room opens.
Hang on. Jumping the gun here a bit. So 9 a.m. is going to be the opening ceremony. If I'm honest, this seems a little bit early for the opening ceremony, because usually, I think in past years, the opening ceremony has been about 10 o'clock, something like that. But they seem to be moving things... They need to be moving things forward quite a bit here.
Yeah, and also they're putting Tfnation on a month before they would usually have it.
Okay, so first off at 9:30 you have Avoid the Rush, Lils.
The Saturday morning queue for the Trader Hall could be a little much. If you'd prefer to avoid the rush, then sit back and relax with some TFN entertainment in the King's Suite. Don't worry, the toys are restocked all weekend. You'll still have plenty of time to shop around the Trader Hall once things get a little quieter.
So that's going to be like the main hall opening and some cartoons playing and stuff like that, I imagine. Then we have the Trader Hall opens up for the early access people who have paid for the for that. And then at 10:45, and this really does seem late in the day, the Trader Hall does open for general access, so me and Lily and everyone else can get in there and buy a lot of Transformers. Then again, if you have Legends tickets, the first Legends experience with Jessica Carroll and James
Are those the
Alexander.
one from Cyber?
They're the two voice actors from Cyberverse.
I'm going to see them.
We've not done the Legends tickets this year. We're just going to meet them in the main general hall.
I'm going to get signed.
Yep. Now the first panel that I'm really looking forward to the day, and this is it's first thing of the day, so I'm not even able to hit the Trader Hall first thing in the morning. Really, is Scott Brownlee. Mm-hmm. Lily, do you want to read this bit for me?
Sound engineer Scott Brownlee has had a varied and interesting career. In this panel, we'll discuss some of his Cybertronic highlights, including working on the
Orson Welles recordings
for the Transformers, the movie, and of course creating the new iconic voice of Soundwave in the original Sunbow series.
So if you do want to know anything about sound recording during the original G1 days, this is the guy you're going to want to speak to, basically. This is the guy who created a lot of the sound effects for the TV show, so it should be very, very interesting. I just hope no one buys all the toys I want while I'm at this panel. So then we have at noon Jessica Carroll, who's one of the Cyber World
Alita.
Yep, she plays Alita 1. So, you want me to do this?
I can't read that.
From Baldur's Gate
3 through Thomas and Friends, all the way to the Robots in Disguise, our next guest is carving a path through animation. To us, she's the legendary Alita 1 and the dastardly Arachnid from Transformers Cyborg. Join us as we take a look behind the microphone with actor Jessica Carroll.
Cool. So Jessica Carroll plays both Alita 1 and Arachnid in Transformers Cyborg. Arachnid is traditionally she's a Decepticon who turns into a spider.
Oh, yeah, now I remember.
Yeah, she was in Transformers 1 as well.
Yeah, if I'm correct, in Transformers Animated, it was Alita 1, but something happened.
Yeah, she became... No, that was Arachnid, not... Yeah, so same sort of thing, yeah. Same thing. Anyway, but it's not the same in this series. So we haven't even got to the episodes yet where Arachnid actually turns up. So we're a little bit behind on Cyberworld.
Yeah, a bit way too behind.
We'll get there. Yeah, right, then at 1 p.m. for all you comic book fans, we have Nick Roche.
A career, but I can't read that.
A career retrospective.
Yeah, I cannot read that. With Last Stand of the Reckless writer and artist, Transformers Earthspark, character designs, and big-time Marvel comic artist Nick Roche.
So Nick Roche is, he's one of the more famous guests to come to TFN and its predecessor. He's done comic books. He's done TV. He did a lot of the designs for Transformers Earthspark.
Wow, that's a lot.
It's a hell of a lot, yeah. Now, I myself personally, I'm not a fan of Transformers Earthspark, but I know that a lot of people are. So I imagine it will be a packed panel for this guy because he's got a lot of fans in the Transformers fandom. Then another Legends Pass starts at 1 p.m. for Vince DiCola. And then at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. we have Blockies. As you can imagine, Lily is a little bit of a fan of Blockies.
And you've also got a Megatron and Optimus
Prime. I have. So do you want to have a read of this?
Mark from the Blockies drops in to give us the latest news on the ever-growing army of Transformers.
So
I want to go to that.
We'll see, because we do have a lot of toy hunting to do as well. Yeah. So we are, as always, with these panels, I'm going to be honest, Tfnation managed to cram a hell of a lot into these 2-3 days. And as always, it is going to be pick and mix. We cannot go to every single panel, but we will go to as many. We'll definitely go into the voice actor ones. So trust me on that one. Then at 3 p.m., a panel Darren Norris. Now, Darren Norris has done a lot of stuff. You know, read that, Lils?
This is going to be juicy. You may know him as the Cosmo in the Fairly Odd Parents, Ki-Adi-Mundi in Star Wars, Clone Wars, or Spotswood.
Spotswood, yeah.
I don't know why it has a me at the end.
Don't know.
From Team America World Police. You'll probably remember him as Heavy Load in Robots in Disguise 2001, or maybe Red Alert in the Cyclonus in the Transformers Armada game. You may even have spotted him as Mr. Smell in Transformers Earthspark. But of course, he was unforgettable as the
automobile aficionado. Yep.
And medical expert Knockout in Transformers Prime. We can't wait for this career deep dive with multi-talented actor Darren Norris.
So Darren Norris has been involved with various franchises over the years, you can see from this. Obviously, his most famous Transformers role is Knockout from Transformers Prime, which is a fantastic show. And if I'm honest, I think a lot of people will agree with me when I say that Knockout was one of the standout characters of that show. So definitely looking forward to hearing his tales from the Transformers Prime days, and obviously from the Robots in Disguise era, and also the Armada era as well. So at 4 p.m., registration closes.
Yeah.
The panel room closes. And then at 5 p.m., the Trader Hall closes as well. So for those of you who are participating, thank you.
And I will.
Lily is hopefully participating in the cosplay costume this year again. We've not had the confirmation through yet to say that she is, but obviously,
I hope we are.
I hope you are as well.
I hope you are as well. Together.
So we have at 6:10 that is Pretender's cosplay costume. Which is obviously when all the people in cosplay will get up on stage and show everyone their costumes.
I think I should tell which one I'm going to be.
I've been putting posts up so people will know.
Yeah, I'm going to be uniform.
So then we have We Talk TV.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
So this
you check in, but you don't check out. Though you should probably check it out. Turns out our hat of TF history housed one more
Petro rabbit.
Okay, that's really good.
Yeah. So obviously some sort of thing going on there in regard to probably about an in-depth analysis of the TV show, something like that. Then at 7:30 we have the live script reading, which is always absolutely brilliant. They always manage to come up with something that's really, really funny. Then at 8 p.m. the Club Con closes. At 9 p.m. the performance doors will open. And at 9:30, the Vince DiCola live musical performance begins, which we are going to be going to.
And then we will be going to bed.
I imagine Vince DiCola is probably going to be playing stuff from the Transformers soundtrack, probably the Rocky soundtrack, and probably the Staying Alive soundtrack as well. But we'll just have to wait and see. But either way, it should be a really, really good end to the Saturday. Then Sunday. Then at 8:30, the panel room opens. At 9 a.m., there is Today at Tfnation.
A quick rundown of the day's events to get you in the mood for some robot fun.
So again, that's exactly what it says on the tin. They're just going to let you know, run through the agenda for the day. 10 a.m., the Trader Hall's open, and the stampede of Transformers fans who were not able to get the stuff on Saturday because there was just far too much going on in the panel room will descend upon it. And then at 10:30, we have Anatomy of a Bot. So
Bot.
You want to read this one, Lils?
One for the plastic fans, a special presentation from former Hasbro HK Transformer product manager. I can't read that name.
Lung Joseph, and if I've mispronounced that, I do apologize.
Yeah. From Mainline to HasLab, we'll take a look at some of the cool bots I can't read.
Lung has worked on
during his career. Young Joseph, if I'm just going to say it like that, appears in association with Storm Toy Photography.
He's a chap who does toy photography like what I do, but he's actually much, much better at than I am as well.
Yeah.
You didn't have to agree with that so rapidly, by the way. Anyway, the rest is giant robots. There you go, Liz.
Long-time comic creators Simon Furman and Andrew Wildman present a special live edition of their career retrospective podcast. The rest is giant robots. Get up to speed nice and early on YouTube or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Simon Furman is presented in association with Transformers Battersea Power Station, and Andrew Wildman is presented in association with Argogram Models.
Very good. Then at noon, if you do want a bit of a break from the festivities, the chill out room will open. And then at noon, we have James Alexander.
None will be spared. With thanks to our friends at Primetime Toys, which you've got a sticker of.
I have, yes.
We're thrilled to have the opportunity to discuss the voice acting business with Transformers Cyborg Megatron, Grimlock, Snarl, Chop Shop, and Galvatron, who I'm going to get signed by, Birmingham's own James Alexander.
So James Alexander's a local boy. He doesn't have to travel very far.
Yeah.
He's voiced a lot of characters in Transformers Cyber
I'm
World.
going to get him from Megatron and Galvatron.
Yeah, he's done Grimlock, Snarl, and the very, very bizarre Chop Shop.
Which is very silly and dumb.
And then at 1 p.m. we have Engineering Chaos.
40 years ago, Transformers fans were introduced to the ultimate force in the universe, the Chaos Bringer himself, Unicron.
Not Unicorn, Unicron.
Despite his immense popularity, it would take nearly 2 decades before the Dark God finally made his way onto the shelves. Now, join Tfnation's own Chris Carter as he journeys through the trials, triumphs, and near impossible challenges of bringing one of the franchise's most feared, iconic to kids everywhere. Well, kids and adults, mostly adults.
So this is going to be about, I think, the creation of the Transformers Armada Unicron toy from back in the day. So it sounds interesting.
They should really make a plushie though of a unicorn wearing a Unicron t-shirt.
I've been saying that for years. They've still not come back to me about that.
I think they should.
2 p.m. we have the Year of the Beasts.
In celebration of the 30th anniversary of Beast Wars, friend of Tfnation IDW historian and Transformers the Basic YouTuber Chris McFeely takes you back to the 90s for an in-depth look at when the Maximals and Predacons were unleashed upon the world. Specifically, Chris examines the outbreak of the Beast Wars in the UK, and although he told a first-hand account of what was it like to be a fan, actually experienced the new era of Transformers as it happened, from the toys to the cartoon and more.
So, if you're like Pete from Transformers the show,
I did.
You will definitely, Pete from Transformers the show is a massive Beast Wars fan.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that he will be the first at the door in order to attend this particular presentation.
Right.
Then at 3 p.m. we have Target 1986.
Special guest James Roberts, more than meets the eye, Lost Light, sits down with the creators Simon Furman and Geoff Sr. for a 40th anniversary look back at one of the most chaotic and enduring of all Transformers comic series, Target 2006.
So if you are a fan of the Marvel comic book Target 2006, and it is it's a very, very good comic book strip series from the original Marvel comics for Transformers. It still holds up even to this day when compared to a lot of modern stuff. I recommend going to this panel. I think they've done a similar panel once upon a time in the past, maybe, I don't know, but definitely something worth attending if you are a fan of that particular item. Then at 4 p.m., we have Vince DiCola.
Why does he have cola in his name?
I don't know. So,
after the excitement of last night's live musical performance, we get the chance to sit down and discuss the career and works of Grammy and Golden Globe nominated composer, arranger, and keyboardist Vince DiCola.
So, if you want to know anything about the music, the music that went into Transformers the movie, or one of the Rocky films, I know we did one of them.
I'm sure you have like a CD of Transformers.
I do have a CD. I want to get an LP though to get signed because
what's an LP?
An LP is a giant vinyl disc. I'll show you when I get it. Don't worry about it. So that should be really interesting. And then at 5 p.m., 4 p.m., the Trader Hall closes. So if you want to get any toy purchasing done, it has to be done before p.m. At that point, the Trader Hall does unfortunately close.
Yeah, and 2 years ago, I suggested the coloring contest.
Hopefully, they'll do another one this year. You'll see. So
but I did actually suggest it, and I got up.
So 5 p.m. Constructicon Part 2.
Do you have any burning questions for the Tfnation crew? This annual panel gives us the chance to speak directly to you, our amazing attendees, before we wrap up another year.
So, as always, Tfnation will be taking a Q&A session at the end of the convention where you can share your thoughts, some opinions with them.
Want to have next year.
Things you might want to see next year. It's always a really good panel, and I find that the people who go to this panel generally do offer constructive criticism and ideas for conventions, and some of it they have taken on over the years. I have noticed this. Yes. And then at 5:45, we have the closing ceremony, and then at 6 p.m. the panel closes, and then that is it for another year. So it's safe to say there is a lot going on at this year's convention. There's a lot of interesting panels going on. As I say, you're never going to be able to attend every single panel because you're also going to want to hit that toy room Trader Hall as well. So I'm going to start thinking about what things we're going to be going to, what things we're not going to be going to. Obviously, we're going to be going to all the voice actor ones where possible, and a couple other bits and pieces. But yeah, my advice to you is if you are a first-time attendee to TFN, plan out your day. Make sure you know which panels you want to go to, which panels you don't want to go to. And aside from that, just really enjoy the convention. So thank you. If this video has been of any help to you, if you've been able to understand what Lily is saying through the reading.
Yeah, even though I have been a bit tongue-twisted.
Even though you've been a bit tongue-twisted, you did very, very well, sweetheart. So I hope everyone does enjoy the convention. I'm certainly looking forward to it. Can't wait. It's a little over 2 weeks away now. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Hit like, hit subscribe. Have a very nice day, and thank you very, very much.